And we get to a point in a tournament like this, we have seen so much, it's usually good to just pause and take account of what we have seen this week. So here it is, your Humminbird Unlock the Lake.
Yeah, looking at Humminbird Unlock the Lake, the whole lake has been a big player this week. That is one thing that's really, really good. We're gonna take a look at Stetson Blaylock. Farther back in the creek, he has fished a little farther back than a lot of these anglers all week long. 2 phenomenal days with big, big stringers, well over 30 pounds. 2 of the days had a slow day on day 2 that kind of has been his nemesis in this entire tournament. Another solid day today, but man, you got to think about the 2 big days that he had. They were like career type days.
Yeah, when you have 37 plus pounds on day 1, he did a lot of that work sight fishing, had a 9+ pounder. That is a huge deal. And Davey, it seemed like those sight fish that pulled up and were on bed by the time that cold front hit on Lake Fork, at least in Birch Creek where he was, they stayed put, and that's why he caught them big on day 1. They started to transition. Maybe that second wave never got up there on day 2. He had to adjust, and he did for day 3. Another great day. And a guy who has really had a great morning as well, Justin Atkins. He's had this backwater back to himself, and boy, have we seen 2 8s on day 3, and we saw a 9-pounder on his birthday, Championship Sunday, birthday boy, 9-pounder.
Absolutely, 9-3 on his birthday, early morning on Bass Live. Getting a whole lot better than that for a birthday present. Justin's had a little something different going on. He was fishing in a creek. You can see that bridge. He was outside of a big spawning area. He was catching fish transitioning in the first part of the week, or actually transitioning out the first part of the week, and the last 2 days inside the creek, those bigger fish moving back in.
One of our overperforming rookies for this year of 2024. How about the very impressive Tyler Williams from Maine?
Davey, you don't have to really get too complex with his baits. 2 jigs, a white jig and a brown jig, and he has used them shallow and deep and caught them big time on both.
He really has. He showed a whole lot of people, including myself. A lot of people are using jig head minnows. He's using just the old-fashioned jig, a white jig when he's offshore, imitating those shad and those gizzard shad, threadfin shad. When he moves up a little shallower, fishing that shallow cover, he mixes it up and throws a brown rubber jig. So hats off to Tyler Williams. Great, great tournament. Fishing his style, his way, and having a lot of success doing it.
All his fish are good, solid ones, 5 and 6 pounders. He's built a fence there that's a little bit hard to get over and upgrade on.
Yeah, we would love to see. I don't know if it's his depth range that he's been in, but we've seen a lot of those 5 to 6 pounders. Maybe it's the area of the lake. He hasn't really ran much today, just living in a general area. 5s and 6s galore on that Championship Sunday, but no giants, whereas some guys have caught that huge one, but overall their consistency's not there. You were talking about Tyler's fishing his way. Well, Justin Hender's been fishing his way all week as well, using a jerk bait in many different depths, but keeping his eyes on his graph as well.
Many different depths, you're exactly right, but for the most part, shallower than a lot of the other anglers that have done well this week. A lot of those anglers were fishing jerk baits early in the morning, out over 20, 25, 30 feet of water. Justin Hamner stayed inside these creeks, but for the most part, he stayed off the bank. He has caught a fish or 2 around boat docks, but for the most part, fishing that mid-depth, 5 to 10 feet, and look at this. 11 pounds, 7 ounces. Personal best. Said I never caught a 10-pounder, and like you said, Tommy, he still has it.
It's not only personal best, it is Elite Series best for the last few years for sure.
How about this ball of energy right here? Yet another rookie, Trey McKinney.
Trey McKinney's had a lot of highs and lows, but mainly highs. I mean, you can't mess up when you set the hook, break your rod, and just go on and boat flip a over 6-pounder, almost a 7-pounder there. Big, big fish for him here on the last day. But it wasn't the last fish for him. He moved on up, continued to fish shallow. This fish, he was hung on that tree that you see right there, and everything's going your way when another 6-pounder just swims over and gets your bait off of the stump.
We were very, very confident in his pattern early in the week. When we've had him on camera every day since day 2 on. We saw him out deeper in timber, 40, 50 feet of water at times, fishing in that top 10 or 12 feet of water. And we thought that was just an unstoppable plan, but we knew he had eventually made an adjustment. He has done that shallow accurately, and he is still one of the guys at Lake Fork to be featured.
That's an astonishing week and a jaw-dropping week, and that is it for you right there. Your Humminbird Unlock the Lake from Lake Fork.